All right, so good evening, everybody. I hope you can hear me loud and clear. If you're, oh, great, great, great. Thank you. Good evening, and what a beautiful Saturday right here. I hope you're enjoying yourself where you are, and thank you for joining in today's assembly. I'm glad that we're all in this space again. You know, right now I've been looking forward to Saturday 6 p.m. Saturday 6 p.m. because it's just right there in my head to say yes, we have a gathering of beautiful minds, entrepreneurs in one space all together. And so yes, it's the weekly assembly once again, and I'm excited to be here. I hope that you are too. All right, I know that some people are still trying to join in, and we're going to give them some minutes to join in, but you can also do us a favor by posting the link on your social media pages. Just spread it around that we are live already so that people can join in, and we don't want people joining in late when we're almost done with all the goodies and all. So please, you can also post on your status, post on Instagram, let people join in that the room is live and we are just about to get started. Yes, so thank you and welcome once more. We usually watch how to attend a Zoom meeting. It's a critical part of our assembly because we want to be sure that you enjoy every bit of it and you're not missing out. So we're still going to watch the video again before we get started. While we settle in, please ensure that you pay attention and don't just, that's the usual video they play, right? No, pay attention and please adhere to all instructions given in the video. Thank you. So let's just watch the video shortly how to attend a Zoom meeting.
How to attend an online video meeting. Number 1. Always stay in the center of the screen. Your face should be in the middle of the screen, not at the top or at the bottom of the screen. Number 2. Your camera should always be at face level, maintaining a distance of 30 centimeters or an arm length from the screen. Number 3. Your lighting should always be in front of you, not behind you. Number 4. Always use the landscape option when using the video call option on your phone. Number 5. Your background should be simplistic with plain decor. This keeps the attention of the audience focused on you. Number 6. Always make sure there are no moving objects or people behind you while you're in. Number 7. Always keep your camera on. It is considered unprofessional and in most gatherings unacceptable to leave your camera turned off. Number 8. Remember to switch off your mic or mute it when not actively participating in a conversation or dialogue. Number 9. Always check to make sure your name and company name appear on the window tab. Number 10. Always try to be still. Avoid making too many movements or fidgeting during a meeting. Number 11. Eating food or having a snack during a video session is considered rude and indecent. However, having a glass of water, tea, or coffee is acceptable. Number 12. When speaking, also try to maintain a normal tone or pitch. Never shout or speak erratically. Number 13. Be on time and ready. Make sure you have everything set up 10 minutes ahead of the appointed time. Number 14. Always look smart. Dress appropriately, you never know who's watching. Number 15. Always let the team know when you're done speaking by indicating, "I'm done" or "thank you." Number 16. Do not exceed your time limit. Number 17. Always have your pen and notepad ready so you can take down important points and highlights of the meeting. This is very important. Number 18. Make sure all the necessary devices are functional and running, such as your mic, camera, speakers, and internet connection. Also check your device battery status to make sure they are fully charged. Number 19. Always stay focused and attentive during the meeting. Avoid multitasking so you don't get yourself and others distracted. Number 20. Most importantly, try to be yourself. Stay calm and smile. Thank you. This video was brought to you by Africa's Young Entrepreneurs, A.Y.E, the largest entrepreneurship network in Africa.
Yes, Thank you and welcome back. Thank you so much for that video. It's amazing to be in this space again. So I'm going to welcome you again. If you're just joining us, welcome. This is Africa's Young Entrepreneur Organization, Africa's Young Entrepreneurs Organization, the largest entrepreneurship network in Africa. And of course, this is our weekly assembly. It happens every Saturday, 6 p.m. GMT +1, where young minds come together and then we come to connect, network, we collaborate, we talk, we share ideas, we grow together. It's been an amazing community, to be honest. And if you're here, I must tell you that you're privileged. Over the couple of 2 weeks now, about 2 weeks now, we've been having this networking session. It's been virtual party, it's been back-to-back virtual party, and to be honest, it's been an amazing one. I can tell you that I've made new friends, I've met new people, and it's been great. Let me quickly reiterate that you should try to keep your camera on as much as you can so that we can see your face and we can definitely connect with you. It's easier when we can see your face and then we say, yeah, I usually see this face in the assembly, even though this person is from Ghana or this person is from South Africa. It feels like we're connected together in just one space. So please put on your camera. Yes, I can see Noah is already putting his on. Aminu, thank you so much. Faith, I can see you. Thank you so much. As many people putting on their camera, I can see you. Thank you for doing that. It's beautiful seeing your faces, brothers and sisters from all across Africa. Thank you for joining in. All right, very quickly, I'm just going to take a very brief announcement just before we settle in to today's business. Just like I said earlier, we are live, and the admin is going to drop a link in the chat box right now that you can copy and paste around to say that we are live. Join us in right here. I mean, it's a room where explosion of ideas come in, creativity, innovation, and a lot. So please copy the link and then post across and share across your contacts so that they can join us in also. The A.Y.E organization has meetings on Clubhouse everywhere state. That's another important announcement. We have programs and activities that you should be interested in joining. So if you are not following us across our social media platforms, please ensure to follow us across all social media platforms, Africa's Young Entrepreneur, and so that you can be updated and be carried along with all of our programs, activities, and all there is to learn and gather together. All right, it's July, and I'm excited that it's July because it's just launching us. It's the beginning of the second half of the year, and new hope. We are pumped up, great ideas, and we are just ready to get on the second half of the year. And I think there's really no other way to launch in. But when I saw today's theme to say the new you, and I was just wow. There's no other perfect theme to launch us into the second half of the year. I mean it, because we're going to be unlocking, we're going to be seeing that new you that should proceed into this second year, and we're going to be harnessing a lot. So I personally am excited. I'm expectant, to learn how to unlock this new me that will, achieve a lot in the second half of the year. So yes, you are welcome once more. We're going to be taking our members creed. It's important that we take it because we don't like to miss that part at all. It's very, very important for us. So Faith, are you there?
Yes, I am, Ellen. Good evening.
I was seeing maybe a scam. I don't know if somebody came into this room to come and I think I'll watch out for that. All right, so Faith, if you're here, we're going to be taking our members creed shortly, and I'd like you to lead us in it. Thank you. You're welcome.
Thank you very much, NSC, and welcome once more to everyone. Chers jeunes entrepreneurs, je vous dire bienvenue à une autre édition de notre assemblée hebdomadaire organisée par A.Y.E. Avant de commencer notre creed, I would like us all to know or remind ourselves of what a creed signifies for us. To us as Africans, our creed is our mantra, our confirmation in ourselves, our belief in Africa, and our promise to make Africa a better place. And so before doing that, for all those who are new here today, I'll call upon you to put your fists together. This represents our symbol, which we use when reciting our creed. And I'll call on NSC and somebody who is new to the house to join me as we recite those powerful words that mean so much to us on the count of 3, 2, 1. And you can repeat after me, please. I am an African.
I am an African.
I believe in Africa.
I believe in Africa.
I am in love with Africa.
I am in love with Africa.
I am proud of Africa.
I am proud
of Africa.
And I will prosper in Africa.
And I will prosper
in Africa.
I am an African for a purpose.
I am an African for a purpose.
And for this purpose do I live.
And for this purpose do I live.
I believe in the development of our great continent.
I believe in the development of our great continent.
I solemnly promise to uphold the vision.
I solemnly promise to uphold the vision,
values and goals of Africa's Young Entrepreneurs Organization.
Values and goals of
Africa's Young Entrepreneurs Organization.
I promise to love and support my fellow Africans.
I promise
to love and support my fellow Africans.
I promise to promote a united Africa everywhere I go.
I promise
to promote a united Africa everywhere I go.
Because I believe that.
Because I believe that.
If we can achieve this much alone, how much more can we achieve
together? Yes. Thank you.
At night we name every star. We know where we are. We know who we are, who we are. Away, away, we set a course to find a brand new island everywhere we roll. Away, away, we keep our island in our mind. And when it's time to find home, we know the way.
Africa's Young Entrepreneurs Organization. Sorry, I thought I unmuted. I'm so glad to be here today, and I'm so glad to be here with fellow Africans from all over the world. I can see a lot of people from Africa, from Cameroon, from Sierra Leone. I even loved the French feel when we're taking our creed. But yeah, today I'm here for something very simple, to talk about Africa's young entrepreneur. And it's one thing I always love to do. I feel really blessed again to be in this room, blessed with bright minds, positive energy. And thank you so much again, NSC, for always, doing this. And I'd like to tell you more about our community. So Africa's Young Entrepreneur is the largest entrepreneurship network in Africa, with footprints across 20 African countries. Since the year 2012, Africa's young entrepreneurs has identified, showcased, and empowered budding and emerging entrepreneurs to either commence or scale up their businesses with the relevant resources such as business funding, executive masterclass in entrepreneurship development, mentorship, access to angel investors, and networking. Our vision is simple. It is to develop, empower, and showcase African entrepreneurs for poverty eradication, job creation, and economic development. Our mission is to build platforms where African entrepreneurs can collaborate, network, trade, and be trained to become greater, better, and able to favorably compete with the developed countries. For those of us that are not yet active members of Africa's Young Entrepreneurs, please visit www.ayeorganization.com, organization with a Z, to become an active member so that you can get lots and lots of benefits. The website has been sent to the chat room, I'm sure, as I speak. Please copy it and visit the link immediately after this meeting. I would also like to give us some very important reasons why you should be an active member of Africa's Young Entrepreneurs Organization, because you stand to gain a lot of things like business support packages, business information, loyalty patronage, business affiliation, and business network. You would also have the support of the organization when you need it. Now, to become a member is pretty easy. As I said earlier, visit www.ayeorganization.com. Africa's entrepreneurs, ladies and gentlemen all around the world, I welcome you to today's assembly.
Step into the sun. There is more to see than can ever be seen, more to do than can ever be done. Ooh, there is far too much to take in here, more to find than can never be found. But the sun rolling high through the sapphire sky keeps great and small on the endless ride.
Yes, it's the circle of life. I was already carried away with the song, and I was, in the spirit. It's a circle of life, bringing us all together in one space. And of course, that's what has brought us also in this one space, the A.Y.E community, where we are together to learn, to grow, to network, to connect together. Can you hear me? Let me quickly confirm because everything is stiff right here. Oh, great, great, great. You can hear me. Great. Thank you. So I was saying that the circle has brought us to this beautiful community where we have found brothers and sisters all across Africa, all across the world, literally. And of course, we've been growing together and it's been beautiful all the while. So I was saying it earlier that this is July, and I was saying welcome to July. Happy New Year once again. If you're just joining us, you're welcome. It's the beginning of the second half of the year. And of course, we're going to be facing the second half with so much refreshed energy, with so much, we can still achieve as much as possible before the year comes to an end. And so we still have a lot ahead of us. And just like I said earlier, I'm excited that this topic is coming at this time because it's just going to launch us forth into the second half of the year. So it's a beautiful month, and we're going to be doing something very quickly. We're going to be celebrating the July celebrants. If your birthday is in July, we are going to be celebrating you. And I'm excited because it's been a while that we've danced to, the entire birthday song and seen people. So I want you to put on your video because we're going to be seeing your face. We're going to be spotlighting you and we're going to be celebrating with you. If you know that you were born in the month of July, can I see your hands raised? Is it possible? You can just use the reaction button. Yes, I can see Bolarinwa Akintude already. You can just put up your hand if you're born in the month of July. Oh, I can see Pius from Ghana. Oh, great. Naziru from Idris. Faith, Cameroon. Amazing. July sounds, the month looks special. I'm telling you, Ezekiel John. Wow, Shola Megoma, beautiful. I'm super excited. So we're going to be celebrating with you and we're going to be wishing you well. So, but first we have to dance. The DJ Kids, we're going to be celebrating with the birthday song. Let's just celebrate with these amazing people. Let's see your video so that we can spotlight you, have a beautiful background and your video on. Yes, let's have it.
Tout le monde est là pour toi, joyeux anniversaire. On est tous venus ce jour pour ton anniversaire. On vient tous de loin pour que ton anniversaire soit une réussite en ce jour, donc happy birthday. Faut te lever pour danser, happy birthday. Personne n'est fatigué, avec toi on va s'enjailler. Pour c'est maintenant ça commence. Aujourd'hui c'est ton jour, happy birthday. Ça vous bringue d'air, bringue sans s'arrêter, parce que c'est ton anniversaire. Poisson si on a checké, hein? J'espère que tu as envoyé le cadeau, hein? Tes amis sont là, ta famille est là, les tontons sont là, les tontines aussi sont là, tous les parrains sont là, les marraines aussi sont là. En tout cas, faut pas t'inquiéter, nous on a su la soirée pour toi. Chantez! Personne n'est fatigué, avec toi on va s'enjailler. Bouge ma dembe, aujourd'hui c'est ton jour. Et ça vous bringue d'air, bringue sans s'arrêter, parce que c'est ton anniversaire. Le gars est joli, la femme est jolie, les invités sont jolis, mais on ne va pas te parler et danser, hein. On mangera aussi. Y'a à manger à gogo, la boisson pour la flot. Si tu veux, faut viser, sinon fais emporter. C'est tout ça là qui fait que anniversaire. En tout cas, faut pas t'inquiéter, nous on a su la soirée pour toi. Chantez.
Happy birthday. Thank you so much. And that was amazing. I think somebody tried to mute. All right, so happy birthday to you. We love you. We celebrate you. It's been an amazing time all together. And we wish you a beautiful year ahead. We pray that your desires, the desires of your heart will be granted this new year of yours. So yes, we celebrate with you. Congratulations once more. All right. Some people were wondering, why are they dancing? Why are they smiling? Yes, we're family, and that's how we do. We celebrate with people. We laugh with you. We exude this joy, this atmosphere of love. Even if we've not met with ourselves physically, but there's this atmosphere of love that we bear amongst ourselves. So that's how we are. And so, if you're joining us for the first time, you're in the right place. Welcome to an amazing family, A.Y.E, Africa's Young Entrepreneur. All right, so it's been a while that we've also had testimonials, and we're going to be taking testimonials very briefly. We might not be able to take everybody because it's been 6 months. It's been the first half of the year already, and I know that a lot has happened. I mean, a lot of great things has happened already in your life and your business. So you just be sharing with us, and it has to be just 1 minute if you have something to share with us. Something great happened in your business, or you signed a great deal, a great contract came your way, anything that you just want to share with us very briefly. I'll take the first 3 hands and then I'd allow you to speak. So when I ask you to unmute, you can just introduce yourself, your name, where you're calling in from, and what your testimony is. Now, I can see so many people have not renamed themselves, and it's difficult for me to be calling you iPhone X. I'm not sure. Okay, if you're just joining in, let me quickly repeat that it's important for you to rename yourself. And how you do that is just to go to the participants button just at the tab. If you're using a PC, just below your PC. If you're using your phone, you see just below your screen, participant, click on it where your picture is or where your window tab is. You right click, you see a drop down that says rename. Once you get there, click on it, and then you can rename yourself. It's important that you put your first name and then your country where you are from, so that we can easily, is not interesting for me to be calling you iPhone X, right? So please do that quickly so that I can call you. Lamino Isaka, if you're there, please try to, I have to see your okay, I can see Elvis camera on. So please ensure that your video is on. If you want me to call you, I can see hands on, but I can't see your faces. Please ensure that your video is on so that I can call you and you can share with this beautiful house what your testimony is. I'm going to take Elvis first. Elvis, I've asked you to unmute yourself. Please unmute and share your testimony.
Hello, everyone.
Hello.
Hello, Africa. My name is Elvis Entrepreneur, and I'm from the eastern part of Nigeria, Imo State. My journey so far as an entrepreneur has been amazing, beautiful, and how will I say it? Challenging. But it is important to note that the essence of the challenges are indeed the process that will bring about the best in you. You know, as a farmer, I'm into honey production. I'm a beekeeper. I'm into agriculture. Anything that has to do with bee production, snailing, and poultry farm. But basically, due to the increase of livestock supplements, food, I had to pause a little, then invested much of my time in beekeeping. And by God's grace, by last year, ending of last year, I started with about 5 hives. And one amazing thing about beekeeping is it's not like other livestock production in agriculture, like the birds and other things that you spend so much money feeding, medication, transportation, and all that. Beekeeping actually is it's a kind of is a livestock production, is an agricultural investment that is not money intensive. The only thing they need is just the hives. Get a good location where you put your hives. At the end of the day, in 6 months time, you go and harvest. depending on the kind of hives you're using. Now, the hive I actually use is a Kenyan top bar. And by God's grace, I had bountiful harvest. The 5 hives that I used to start up my business last year, one hive can give you about 30 to 40 liters of honey per harvest. And by God's grace, if you are lucky enough, you can harvest 2 times or 3 times before the year runs down. So as I'm speaking to you now, I've been able to establish, create more awareness. And I have over 90 hives as I'm talking to you. And I produce over about 600 liters of honey.
Wow, amazing, amazing. Congratulations, LV. We celebrate with you. We celebrate with you. Congrats and sorry, permit me.
Okay.
Permit me because of time. It's been beautiful. Thank you so much for sharing, so that we can give other people opportunity to share. Please, we will not be able to take more than 1 minute. So in 1 minute, please, you unmute yourself. Let me know, Isaka. I've asked you to unmute. In just 1 minute, please, you share your testimony with us. Thank you.
Hello, entrepreneurs. Thank you very much for the opportunity, madam. I'm Isaka Lamino, founder and CEO of Romila Farms, Ghana. In fact, my journey as an entrepreneur has not been easy at all because my background is from electrical engineering. Now I developed an interest in aquaculture, so I have to go and seek for the knowledge. After seeking for the knowledge, money to establish became an issue. Now I managed and came closer to a man who was interested in doing partnership with me. He was having a family land. I said, oh no, if you have a land, he was having a small land, which was very good for aquaculture. So I said, okay, give me this land and I'll use it for a project and later I'll help you also develop. So he gave it to me. When I started 2009, as I'm speaking now, I had a regional award 2013. I got a national award 2015. And I keep on, as I'm speaking to you right now, I'm an international man. I'm a beneficiary of tax under the Fisheries and Aquaculture Development in Ghana. I've gone to Egypt to study a lot, feed formulation. And then as I'm speaking to you, I'm having a contract to go to Sierra Leone to train some NGOs. I have a contract to go to Burkina Faso to empower some NGOs over there. So in fact, let me shorten it so that somebody will also come. Thank you very much.
Wow, congratulations. Thank you so much for sharing. Lamini was so happy for you. That's a great one. Wow, great.
Yeah, sure.
Thank you for sharing. Elvis, I'm not sure Elvis concluded his story the other time, so I'll just quickly give him space in 30 seconds so he can quickly finish up. I'm sorry. Elvis, if you're there.
Okay, yeah. So I still want to appreciate this honorable platform. I'm a beneficiary of this great platform 2018. And from there, my journey as an entrepreneur, became so real. Now, by God's grace, I've been able to establish myself. Right now, I'm, trying as much as possible to bring people into the idea. The most important thing is to create that enabling environment for everybody to benefit from. As an entrepreneur, I cannot just do it on my own. If with the opportunity that I have, I believe I'll be able to, train so many beekeepers, and you see them becoming independent without even, waiting for the society or waiting for the country to give them what they need. With the talent I have and the energy I have, I believe my motive is to make sure everybody is an entrepreneur and become successful in their own part of endeavor. Thank you.
Yeah. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. That was amazing, Elvis. Thank you for sharing with us. Yes. Nasiru, I'm going to take Nasiru now. He's going to be the last person because he's the only one I'm seeing with the video on. Nasiru, I've asked you to unmute. In 1 minute, please share with us your testimony. Yes, I can hear you, but your audio is a bit faint. Is it possible for you to increase your volume?
Hello, good evening, everyone.
Yes, good evening. We can still hear you well. Is it possible for you to remove your earpiece and speak directly to your device? It's been clearer that way. I think.
Hello, can you hear me now?
Yes, great. I can hear you loud and clear.
My name is Naziru Idris. I'm calling from Lagos State, Nigeria. So, this is my
Please
first
go
time.
ahead.
This is my first time of joining this great platform.
Oh,
So
wow. You're welcome.
I'm really happy about it. So my word is just to appreciate you people's efforts. You understand? So I think that's
Yes.
all what I have for now. Just
Thank you so much, Naziru Idris, for joining us today. Yes, it's beautiful to have you with us. And I'm sure that you definitely enjoy your time right here with us. Thank you for joining in, Naziru. Okay, we're about to move on now, but I think I see Oladele Samuel has been trying to, just raise his hand and say, I have to share something. There's something I really have to share. So I'll spare you 1 minute to quickly share this and then we can move on. I've asked you to unmute your mic.
Yeah, good evening, everyone. Can you hear me?
Good evening.
Yeah,
Yes, I can hear you clearly.
good evening. This is my first time here.
You're welcome, Samuel. You're welcome. Wow.
I've been receiving the email and I just thought, okay, what is going on? I can see so many like minds here. Actually, I'm into tie and dye. That's what I do.
Okay.
That's what we call it here in Nigeria. I'm calling from Lagos, Nigeria. So good to be here with you guys. So I hope
Yes,
I'm gonna.
sir. Wow, amazing. Thank you so much for joining us. It's Samuel Oladele. I think we really have many people that joined in for the first time today. And so we will just, I will just celebrate you. If you're joining us, you can just put your hands up. You can just put your hands up. So I will just recognize you and celebrate you. You're welcome, Oladele Samuel. You're welcome, Justice Moroye. You're welcome, everybody. I can see Indina Iwuji. Yes, you're welcome. Oh, wow, Bashir Abu Basit, you're welcome. You're joining us for the first time. It's beautiful to have you right here in the house. Wow, I can see more hands up. Oluwale, you're welcome. Olutosin, you're welcome. Emmanuel, you're welcome. Wow, beautiful. Thank you so much for joining in. You are most welcome. This is Africa's Young Entrepreneur, and we love to interact with you, to connect with you. And we're very much interested in your growth and your business and in everything all together. We are a family and we are a community that loves all together. Thank you so much for joining in, and you're welcome. You can put your hands down now. All right, people, we are just about to get settled in. It's been an amazing time together, and today's theme says the new you, and it's a very important topic for me. I mean, right here, I'm here with my pen and my notepad, and I'm just ready to take on who this new me is, all right, and accept and take it on. So if you are distracted right now, please, this is the time to be very, very, very present in this meeting. Concentrate and get in a lot, as much as you can. Do not waste this. In an hour will be done. So do not waste this time at all. Just be here. All right, it's my pleasure, ladies and gentlemen, to introduce to you and welcome to the stage the president and founder of Africa's Young Entrepreneur, Dr. Sumi Smart Francis. You're welcome, sir. Please let's clap the A.Y.E clap right here. You're welcome, sir. Yes, that's it. I love the music. Thank you. Hey,
know when tomorrow might bring the future, the hours away. So me, I live my life today. Me, I live my life today. Yeah, so love me, make me talk what I want for talk. Me have enough to say. So me go live my life today. Me go live my life today. So everybody help me sing it out. Me love my life. Me love my life. Me love my life. So me, I live my life today. Me love my life. Me love my life.
You know what? Bring it out, DJ. DJ Kid, thanks for that. You know, a lot of us are not understanding that song. Maybe some of you are waiting for spiritual songs before you get the impact of the message of that song. You know, there's the message there. If you don't love your life, why are you looking for a new you? Why do you want me to introduce you to somebody new, the new personality, the new person you're yet to become, if you don't even love who you are? See, if you are like me, that love your life, right? Raise up your hand. And you want that song to replay and we want to dance to it. You can raise it up through the icon. I see a lot of hands going up right now. Because honestly, there is this virus in this assembly. It's a very positive one. It's a very good one. I've been feeling this bad headache since like about 3 p.m. It was so bad. But getting to see the faces, and people have missed, I've seen some faces. A.Y.E members I've seen a long time. I even see Elvis. Elvis is a beneficiary in 2018 of our grant funding then. And I'm seeing him right now. And I'm so happy to see you, brother. I think, Bolariwa. I see so many people that I've seen in a long time. And I just started getting better. A.Y.E, you guys healed me. The headache is gone. I love my life. DJ, bring it up. For those of us who love your life, let's feel that music and let's dance to it. DJ, hit us.
I love my life. I love my life. I love my life. I love my life.
No, now we don't know where tomorrow might bring, cause the future, the hours away. So me, I live my life today. Me, I live my life today. Yeah, so love me, make me talk what I want for talk. Me have enough to say. So me, I live my life today. Me, I live my life today. So everybody help me sing it out. Me love my life. Me love my life. Me love my life. So me, I live my life today. Me love my life. Me love my life. Me love my life. So me, I live my life today. Make a change, don't make nobody stress you. Don't make no blood pressure, make your life left you. Never you hurt a soul unless you have to defend yourself if them try test you. Thank God for my life, yes. Me wake up this morning and alive, yes. Make them go and judge, nobody no perfect, and Father God alone bring brightness. If you don't like come and say, go find the Lord. Me now no time for the work, a time so hard. Them now mad me now gonna psycho ward. Or go join the morgue, enjoy my life for y'all. Few friends when me have were dear to me. Me not trust people, so me choose them carefully. Them are not clean, so them can't come near to me, can't compare to me. None of we don't know where tomorrow might bring, cause the future, the hours away. So me, I live my life today. Me, I live my life today. Yeah, so love me, make me talk what I want for talk. Me have enough to say. So me, I live my life today. Me, I live my life today. So everybody help me sing it out. Me love my life. Me love my life. Me love my life. So me, I live my life today.
Oh my God, it really feels like we shouldn't stop. Eh? Oh, great. Good to meet you. Good to see you guys. I love my life. I love my life. If you can hear me well, please thumbs up that you can hear me well. And we're going to dive into today. And I think NEC spoke about the fact that over the weeks, we're having a lot of fun and we're playing games, getting to network. If you enjoyed that series, pleased to meet you. Raise up your hand as well. If you met somebody new, if you're part of the winning team, not the team that lost, and you know, the team that did well, you know, we celebrate. I think team 1 and team 4, you guys did well. And I really enjoyed myself as well. But you know, we're getting into back to the time where we need to speak to one another. Time where we need to, you know, just touch on some things that I see Adeoshun with his pen already. I'm trying to put my phone on silent. And I like that because this is a time where you need to hold your pen and avoid every distraction, like NEC said. You know, the topic today is the new you. The new you. Yes, it exists. There's a new you. We'll get there shortly. But why do you need to meet the new you? Why? What is the reason behind this? Why are we trying to do this today? It's important that you know that. You see, 3 major reasons why you need to meet the new you. Number 1, to let go of the past. Number 2, to take full advantage of the present. And number 3, to attract your dream future. Now, I didn't say to attract the future. because there's future for everyone. But that future might not be your dream future. It might just be the future that the world gave you. But to attract the kind of future you want, you need to meet the new you. So this is going to be interactive. You know, when we go, I'm taking you to go meet somebody. So you have to be bubbly and ready and conversational. You know what I'm saying? So if you're interested in meeting this new you, raise up your hand. Let's, you know, admin work with me here. So after they finish raising their hand, either in person, yeah, a lot of us here. So I'm not ready. There are only a few hands up here. So let's work with the people who are serious about this. If you want to meet this new person, you know, we're going out and I want to introduce you to people. So I want to introduce you to you. So yeah, bring those hands up. Very good, very good. I see that, I see that. Now, when we talk about letting go of your past as one of the major reasons why you need to meet the new you, it's important that you know this, that the reason why a lot of people will not become what they want is because they are too attached to what they have been. That's the reason. And that's why you hear them say, I've always been this way. I don't know if you've met people and they will tell you, I've always been this way. Even your girlfriend or your boyfriend or your partner or your employee or employer will say, I've always been this way. I said me like that. Take me for where I am. You know what I'm saying? It's me. That's my personality. It's me, you know. And if you have always been this way, if that version of you has been working, then keep it. If that version of you that you've always been that way, if it's been providing the result that you need, then stay with it. There's no need for you to come and meet this new person. But if you know that that version of you has still got some flaws, has still not positioned you in the place or to the atmosphere where you want to be, then maybe there is a need to begin to let go of that past, because many of us are prisoners of our past. We claim that we have forgotten this matter, but we haven't. It still holds us in prison. So I'm looking around my screen, and as I'm talking, I'm looking at faces. And the reason why I do that when I speak is I connect with faces. I always tell people, it doesn't matter for me how many people is in a hall or in a room. I only speak to one person every time I speak. And when that one person can get the message, my job is done. So I'm looking at your faces and I'm trying to look at who is here. And I'm seeing some of you that it's even clearly written on your head that you are still battling with that past. It's there. It can be a past trauma. It can be a past bad experience. It can be, there's something in that past that even if you have claimed that you have forgotten about it and you have forgiven yourself or whoever, that past is still haunting you. And that's because you are still living in your old self. You are not allowing that new you to come out, because the new you has nothing to do with those past failures, honestly. The new you has nothing to do with those past abuses. Forget about what he or she did to you. It has nothing to do with the new you. I tell you, when you meet this new you today, when you meet that culprit tomorrow, that person will be surprised, because the kind of smile and the kind of person they will meet, even the person will tell you, this is a different person. Upon everything I do to you, in the business, in our relationship, in our marriage, and you're still like this, he would confirm, or he or she would confirm that they've seen the new you. African entrepreneurs, are you interested in meeting that new person? Let's keep going. Let's keep going. Raise that hands up. Are you really interested in meeting that person that says, you know what, it is true. I want to take it off. I want to forget about everything, because the only reason why you're still carrying that baggage is because you are still inside that old identity. African entrepreneurs, there is a new identity that all those experiences that happen, be it good or bad, is an advantage for. And because it's an advantage for that person, he has no bitterness whatsoever. Forget, he has no bitterness whatsoever with that situation. And that is the reason why I'm going to move quickly because of our time, because I need to finish this today so that I can introduce you, I can hand you over to that new you. That's why I need to move to the present. That's the reason why some of us, and many of us, are not taking full advantage of the present. Because we do not even understand that we're already in our new self. Things have changed. See, what separates us from the person we were and a new person is transformation. And what are the things that bring transformation into our lives? As our experiences, be it bad or good. Those are the things that causes this transformation to happen. But there must be something you have to do. You have to have that desire to evolve. Unless you are wasting those experiences, you are just experiencing it, but you're not evolving into the new person. Whatever experience you've gotten, remember, be it good and bad, is what sums up to the creation of the new you. Let me break it down to a very simple way. If you used to be stupid, the only reason why you were smart now is because you were stupid. Do you understand that? If somebody scammed you in your business or in a relationship or broke your heart, the only reason why you are now different is because of that experience. Some of us are good parents, are good fathers, good brothers, good sisters, good lovers. The only reason why we are like that is because we have taken advantage of the experience that maybe I had a father or a mother that used to abuse me or an uncle that used to abuse me. And because of that, I decided to be a very good uncle. I decided to be a very good dad because we evolved with that transformation. We didn't live in that bitterness. We took advantage of it. You are a new being. There's a new person here. And because of that new person, because of the things you are doing and your achievements, the mission, your new goal, your new objective in life, there is a new character. There is a new personality. There is a new mindset. There is a new desire, and there are new lifestyles. Honestly, you know what? You won't get this, but I'll keep breaking it down so that you can pick the point. I don't like noise anymore. Honestly, I don't know why I don't like noise. And somebody told me, I think it's because you are becoming a billionaire. I said, yeah, thank God I'm becoming a billionaire. I don't like noise. If people don't like noise, you will just realize you don't like noise anymore. I went to a club and I've never, for the past 2, 3, 4 years, I can't hear when they speak. When I want to speak to my friend, I can't hear. Like I'll be seeing people, they'll be talking from far with the noise, and they could hear. And I'll be saying, how come? How can't I hear? Like, if somebody needs to speak to me, everybody that has come to the club with me, no, I use a notepad. So I write what I want to say so you can read it. But I remember, this is the same Sumit Mahat Francis that used to own a club. I used to live inside the club. So I was used to the noise. Even if you talk from there, I can hear you. But right now, my lifestyle has changed because of where I'm going. And I don't like noise. If you come to my house and you play one rubbish music, even my driver knows. If he plays one music anyhow, he's in trouble. He knows. They even know. My PA knows. He sets the mood for me in the office when I walk in. It has to be calm, cool music. The lifestyle is changing. So accept it. Some of us are fighting with it. Accept it. Because you are not accepting the person that you are. You have not taken advantage of your new personality. You have not agreed with yourself. You are still fighting with old you, new you. So you are not even getting that, oh God, those friends will not be there anymore. Those people will not be there anymore. Those kind of relationships will not be there anymore. They will fall off automatically. There is nothing wrong with you. Some of you that are losing friends and you're thinking, oh, what's wrong with me? I don't have friends anymore. Nothing. It's the new you. Accept it. Because you are going at a level where those friends cannot comprehend anymore. The reason why you have not met new friends is because you have not accepted the new you. So you are trying to be the new you and you have the old friends. So you are fighting with, you are not in the new way. You are in the middle of your new friends that you're supposed, your new peers. You didn't join them. You are going for the old ones. The old ones too are refusing you. They are rejecting you. They are speaking something about you. In a nutshell, they're even jealous of you. So the moment you accept the new you, you start seeing these new people because there's a new mind, and it will start attracting these new people. You see, many of us, we chase after big dreams and we chase after big things in life. And as you travel down this road called growth and transformation, I said that before, we forget that we're not the same person anymore. It's making us become somebody new. It's molding us into someone different. So all of a sudden, it's not like, how did I get these new habits? How come? And I know that a lot of you can relate to what I'm saying right now, but many of you have not accepted it. And because you have not accepted it, you are even missing out. You are a big boy now. You are a big girl. Who cares? Who cares? That, you see, it's not a cause to be blessed. There's nothing you are doing wrong. Accept it. I am blessed. I am okay. My life is good. This is who I am. And this is the kind of people I want to connect with now. If I speak to my old friend, my old girlfriend, my old girlfriend, and they don't want to accept me, it is fine. I will meet new people on this new road. Should I continue? Raise up your hand, please. I can't be talking and you guys are writing and smiling there. I'll just leave you hanging. I won't take you to that place where you meet that new person. I see those hands. I see those hands. But you must remember something. You see, this new person has got a new attitude because it's got a new mind and it's got a new character. And you need to acknowledge that person. There is greatness in you, I tell you. In this new you, there is so much greatness. You need to acknowledge it and respect it. You would mess up at times. You would make mistakes. Because as this new character, this new being, there are things you cannot do anymore. There are things there are some bad habits you have to leave. I have mine, and I see it will be fighting with you. The old person, have you seen The Naughty Professor? You've seen that movie, The Naughty Professor, right? That old one will be coming out of the new you. The new you will be fighting with the old one. The old one wants to come out of you. The new you is fighting with it because you're only human. So just recently, and I said to my team, I said, I'm going to say this at the assembly. I messed up. I messed up with one of my bad habits. And I said to my team, I said, when you mess up, let me teach you this. When that old you comes out, that old character, that old habit comes out, you know what you should do? Confront it. Do you know how you confront it? Apologize to yourself. Apologize to your new you. When the old you hears that, he is pissed. He is irritated. You say you're not going to smoke anymore. I'm not going to drink anymore. I'm not going to take these drugs anymore. I'm not going to be angry anymore. I'm not going to shout anymore. I'm not going to overreact anymore. You will still do it because you are human. But once you do it, apologize to yourself. Should I tell you something about the old person in you? He or she has got pride. It has pride. It doesn't like when you embarrass him. So if it's something you did to somebody and you call that person and say, you know what, I did something like this to you. This is not me anymore. And I'm sorry. Oh my God, the old being inside of you is already mad. And because he's got pride, he won't want to come again. You know why? Because he knows that the next time he gets you to smoke or drink or do what you say you will never do anymore, you're going to apologize. So you are killing his ego. So he will rather leave you alone. Did you get that? Did you catch that trick? Did you catch that trick? I love those hands going up and I love that smile because that is the only way you can overcome this old you, by respecting the new you. So even when you fumble, tell your new person, speak to yourself and say, you know what? I'm sorry. I'm sorry. This is the new me, and I've done something wrong. Report back to yourself, because as people, guys, one of the major things we do as humans is to observe and report. You haven't noticed? You observe, today I'm not feeling good. Today I've got a headache. Today I've got cold. I don't feel myself. I don't feel like walking. I don't feel good about myself. Did you get those reports? That's what we do. That's what humans do automatically. But you have to be very careful what you report to yourself. Maybe I should even tell you this right now. You have to be extremely careful what you report to yourself. Why, you may ask? Let me share this story with you. You see, there used to be this repairer, this fridge repairer, repairs all those industrial fridges and freezers. Do you know those industrial fridges and freezers that we have in like, what's it called now? In the butchery, or even in big liquor shops, you know, that you have to go inside those frozen food. In Western Africa, we call it frozen food, frozen freezers and things like that. So they call this fridge repairer to come and repair one of the damaged freezers, you know what I'm saying? And this guy came in with his tools and things like that. This guy got in to repair one of the major freezers they got in the company. And somehow, you know, it's those jam doors. Now the door trapped him in and it was jammed. You know, try to eat the door. Nobody was there because it was really working at the back. Now, of course, like I said to you, human being, we observe and report. That's the normal human instinct. You know, because he didn't want to live like that, he took, the mist on the glass. So he started writing. He started with, I'm cold. I'm feeling cold. About 30 minutes later, he wrote again, it's getting very cold. I'm getting very cold. I need help. About an hour to 2 hours afterwards, he wrote, this might be my last words. And of course, it was his last words. A couple of hours later, they came into the place and they found him dead. African entrepreneurs observe and report. That's what humans do. But what are you reporting to yourself? When they checked, the shocking thing was that where he died, the freezer wasn't working. It was damaged. And right where the engine were damaged, there was still air. So there was still air coming in. My brothers and sisters, this guy talked himself to death. Some of you don't know the meaning of what you have been reporting to yourself. Because he was in that atmosphere and his mind was telling him, of course, it's a freezer, I'm closed in, I can't breathe. All those information that was feeding himself and was feeling it because it was what he was saying, because the cold that he was experiencing then was just that cold of the normal freezer will be cold. But there was nothing new blowing in. And it was not jammed, there was still ventilation. But because his mind was reporting to himself, he died. He talked himself to death. Some of you are doing that. I am ugly, I am fat, I am like this, I am like that, I am good for nothing, I am broke, I am poor. You are reporting these things to yourself. And people who are close to me knows that I rebel when people say things around me like that. I come against this because I know how powerful what you are saying. You can literally kill yourself with your mouth. This guy died without nothing killing him. African entrepreneurs, the same way you can talk yourself to death, you can also talk yourself to life. You can then speak to your new you right now and tell your new you, because he appreciates. You can report to it. This is who I am. This is what I am. This is what I'm going to get. This is how I look. This is how I feel. You have to have what I call self-pride. I am Sumi Smart Francis. I am nothing without God. Now, pride. It's not a joke. It's a statement. It's a fact. I know who I am. You have to be able to know yourself, your new you, because it's going to help your journey at the end of the day. And be careful what you report to yourself. So when those situations happen, report back to the new you. Feed the new you with the right message, with the right information. Even when I fumbled, I messed up here. I am sorry. I'm talking to myself. I am sorry. I'll try so much. This will never happen again because I am greater than this. I am better than this. You keep talking that life into yourself and watch what will happen. African entrepreneurs, are you still interested in the new you? Are you? I like that. Now, let me take you to the future. See, if you don't appreciate who you have become, your value cannot appreciate. It can never. You don't value yourself. How do you want to appreciate? You'll be like, you're a bad investment. You are depreciating. So if you don't appreciate who you are becoming, whatever the situation is, even if, I don't know, some of you might be lonely where you are right now. You might feel you are in a very worse situation. If you don't appreciate that situation, that, you know what, I am lonely, but I'm strong. I'm lonely, but I'm not broken. I am like this, but this is where I am. I don't have money, but I've got life. And I love my life. That song. I think you must still play that song at the end of this message because I still really need to dance it to appreciate myself. I love my life, irrespective of what's happening around me. If you keep giving yourself that appreciation, your value will automatically begin to appreciate. And do you know what happens? When your value appreciates, automatically you attract success. You will. That dream future you want would automatically just be connecting. The dots will just be connecting because you appreciate yourself. You're a good investment to yourself. You will begin to attract the kind of life you want. African entrepreneurs, the new you is kind. The new you is humble. The new you has got good characters. is the leader. The new you is intelligent. The new you is experienced. Have you forgotten? The only difference between the old you and the new you is now you are well equipped mentally. So forget about what you have gone through in your business, in your relationship, in your family, in your background. Focus on that new you that is well equipped with that experience. Value it. And what happens? You begin to appreciate. And because you appreciate in life, your return is high. I've spoken about this in one of our assemblies. Then you begin to attract the right people. You begin to attract the right business. You begin to attract the right relationship, the right boyfriend, girlfriend, marriage. Because there is this value. How can I love you when you don't love yourself? It's funny to hear people who are saying, what is that song that they played now? Carry me go my husband. Who is carrying you go your husband? If you cannot carry yourself anywhere, go. And the force that carried you to your husband's house, by the time the problem starts there, the force will run away and leave you there. I'm not ready to carry myself to any husband's house or any girlfriend's house. I don't need any force, rather. I want to carry myself. And how will I carry myself? The value I've given myself, the appreciation I've given myself. So when I get there, and it's not what I expect, I still respect my value. And I know that my value can bring more. There are some people that can never be single. They can never, even if they divorce 50 times, somebody will come and marry them again because there's value. There are some people that they cannot be single in their business. Partners will follow them. There is value. There are some people who cannot be alone. There is people that will come and say, I want to be around you because I will tap from your knowledge, your wealth of wisdom. So because you are valuable, you are useful. So forget about some things that don't add up and focus on that new you. Appreciate that new you, who you've become, and you would be surprised at what you will get from it. African entrepreneurs, I can go on and on, but time will never permit. But let me ask you this. Who do you prefer? The old you or the new you? You can drop it in the comment section. I see mouths moving. And you can shout it wherever you are. Let people know that you are a new person. I see Abioshu screaming. I see the lady here screaming it as well. The new me. Forget about that old person that made those mistakes. It's allowed. That was why that being was created. Haven't you noticed that even God changes people's names? There's supposed to be an Abraham before there's an Abraham. There's an Isaac, you remember? There's a Jacob. There's those names that must change because there has to be a new being. So the old being has to make those mistakes for the new being to be you. Now, your old being has made mistakes. Then you fail to enter into the shell of the new you. Are you not a waste? Are you not a waste? Forgetting that the only reason why you had that identity then was to make those mistakes. You have made them. Let it go. Now let the new being of your existence begin to enjoy the reward of those mistakes. There is reward in mistakes. Life. There is wisdom in it. So if you appreciate who you have become, then keep it. But it can be very, very hard to keep it. You know, it's very easy to be the old you, the old habits, the old things you used to do. It's very easy to be the new person might be very hard. Now you want to become a leader. You want to keep fit because you want to stand in front of public. That means you have to exercise. My PA and I struggles every morning when she's telling me it's time to exercise. I still struggle with my new me. It's hard. So don't let me lie to you. It's not going to be easy. But you need to face it because if you're looking for what is easy, you must remember this. Do what is easy. Do what is easy, and your life will be hard. Do what is hard, and your life will be easy. So even if it's difficult for you to form in that new being, even if it's hard now, I bet you the result will be an easy life, a beautiful life. So those cultures, those behaviors, those attributes, you know, the new you need for where you are going, put on that armor, put on that identity, put on that personality, put on that character, and put on those habits. If you need to read more, read more. If you need to study more, study more. If you need to speak like a leader, talk like a leader. If the new you is going to be a leader, then why not you act like one now? There is a big vacuum in Africa, and it's leadership. Even in companies. Anybody that is an African young entrepreneur, a member of this organization, and you are lower in your organization or your company, you are a loser. You don't know how to grow your way up to success. Do you know how people are approaching CEOs now and telling them, you know what, I want to partner with this business? Go and try that with your boss and see what he will say. And it's like, why? Because I love this vision. I want to give it what it takes and I want a partner. Give me 2 years. If I do what I want, give me a stake. Those are leadership transactions. Be bold enough to make such statements. There is vacuum for leadership. You go into a hall of Africans and you say, who want to speak? Nobody wants to raise their hand. They still have to beg them to talk. Go to a classroom of white people. Say, who want to speak? All the white kids will raise up their hand. They are bold. They project themselves. Africans will still run into the show. This is your best time to shine. If you cannot shine as an African, you have lost. A atmosphere, a continent where people are pulling back, where people don't want responsibilities, when people don't want to be accountable, they don't want to come forward, they're not bold enough to talk, they're not bold enough to climb on platforms and ride on it. You are in that same continent, and you are in the crowd instead of you to be leading. African entrepreneurs, if that is the person that you're going to become, then your new you should start wearing that personality now. Change the character, do the hard things so that your life can be easy. I'm going to close with this right now. And I want you to listen carefully. If you do not take anything down in everything I said, take a pen now and don't miss a single word that I'm about to say. Because it's my closing statement. The reason why I said it's very important is a lot of you have been fed with many things in religions, homes, in universities, in peer group, even in family. And I'm going to debunk what you have learned today. Remember, I'm only speaking to one person. I don't need every one of you. One person. You get this and you're fine. Everything you've learned before has cleared. It's only humility that can make you humble yourself enough to be able to wipe out what is there and get this new message in. Are you ready for this? Just take your pen and listen to this very important information that is different from what everybody has told you before. The only person you are destined to become is the person you have decided to be. That destiny they've been telling you, that how's your destiny like, they've prayed on it, forget it. Your only destiny that you have been destined to become, how should I put it again, is the person you yourself decided to be. If you decide to be this new you now, watch what will happen. I have introduced you to the new you. Now, the decision is yours. My name is Sumis Francis, and I am absolutely nothing without God. God bless you all.
Amazing, amazing. Let's give the A.Y.E clap. Can we celebrate the president and founder of Africa's Young? Wow, I mean, wow, powerful, powerful. Thank you so much, Mr. President.
Before we go powerful, kids, I love my life. DJ Kids, let's see how people will dance to their new you right now. I love my life. I love my life, DJ Kids. Bring it up.
I love my life. I love my life. I love my life. I love my life. I love my life.
I love the new me.
No, no, we don't know where tomorrow might bring, cause the future, the hours away. So me, I live my life today. Me, I live my life today. Yeah, so love me, make me talk what I want to talk. Me have enough to say. So me, I live my life today. Me, I live my life today. So everybody help me sing it out. Me love my life. Me love my life. Me love my life. So me, I live my life today. Me love my life. Me love my life. Me love my life. So me, I live my life today. Make a change, don't make nobody stress you. Don't make no blood pressure, make your life left you. Never you hurt a soul unless you have to defend yourself if them try test you. Thank God for my life, yes. Me wake up this morning and alive, yes. Make them go and judge, nobody no perfect, and Father God alone bring brightness. If you don't like come and say, go find the Lord. Me now no time for the work, a time so hard. Them now mad me now gonna psycho ward. Or go join the morgue, enjoy my life for y'all. Few friends when me have were dear to me. Me not trust people, so me choose them carefully. Them are not clean, so them can't come near to me, can't compare to me. No, no, we don't know where tomorrow might bring, cause the future, the hours away. So me, I live my life today. Me, I live my life today. Yeah, so long me make talk what I want for talk. Me have enough to say. So me gonna live my life today. Me gonna live my life today. So everybody help me sing it out. Me love my life. Me love my life. Me love my life. So me I live my life today.
Yes, I love my life. Thank you so much, DJ Kit. And thank you to Mr. President for that amazing session. It's honestly, I mean, wow. Like I said earlier, I knew that it was just going to be on point to launch us to the second half of the year. Like that is just what we need, that new you, the realization of the new you. And for me, what stuck with me is that last statement, the closing statement, that whatever I become is what I decide to be. Whatever it is that I am destined to be is who I decide to be. So it's not about his fate. That's how it will happen. What will be, will be. You know, all of that words that we get to use. No, it's my decision, is what exactly I decide to do. So it's amazing. And to be honest, those words resonated with my spirit. And so I'm going to be taking feedback shortly so that we can just hear from you. What stood out for you? What resonated with your heart? What are you taking away from today's session? For me, I've written down a lot. I mean, a lot. But let's just hear in 1 minute. I'm just going to allow just few people to unmute your mic and share with us what they've gotten from today's session. Yes, I can see hands on, but it's important that you keep your camera on. If you want me to call you, please keep your camera on and you just take 1 minute to introduce yourself and share with us very, very briefly. All right, I can see hands on. I can see Richard, Mary, Favor, Elvis, Adeoshu. All right, so let's just start. Let me take Richard. Richard, I've asked you to unmute your mic. In 1 minute, please share with us.
Good evening, everyone. Mr. President, thanks very much for always giving us these kind of messages. At a point, I felt that I was kind of going into a certain direction that I needed to move away from that. And today's message has really made me to know that I have to accept a new me that would put my old self away, to pave a way for me to move ahead. There are certain things that have been going on, which I feel within me that the new me is going to create a new path for me that will lead me to success. And so, Mr. President, thanks very much. Your last word that you said, the only person you are destined to become is the person you decide to be. And I have really taken that portion very well, and I'm going to work towards it. Thanks very much, Mr. President, and the whole A.Y.E team.
Thank you so much for sharing. Yes, thank you. Thank you, Richard, for sharing. What we're doing right now is that we're taking feedback. So if there's a way, if you have a feedback on how this message has made you feel, you can raise up your hand and I'm going to call you. All right, I see Favor Ibubechuku. I've asked you to unmute. Please go ahead.
Okay, good evening from Nigeria. I'm so happy to be part of this organization. I usually come on and off because sometimes I'm not around on Saturdays. And I'm so happy. This message is such a blessing to me. One thing that resonated with me was when the president said, the only reason you had the identity you had then was to make those mistakes that you made then. And when I heard these words, it kind of gave me peace and gave me the ability, the courage to embrace the new me, to forge ahead. I'm so glad that I can now, even though I observe what is going on within my environment, even though I observe my current circumstances, I do not need to report the negative to myself. I need to speak up, speak what I want to see in my life, speak life, and I am so grateful. In the opening, I actually want to, I don't know, if anyone has the words, I would love to get it from them. 3 reasons why you should meet the new you. I missed the first one and the second one. The third one is to attract your future dream. So if there's anyone that got the first and second one, I would love to get it. Thank you.
Yes, yes. Thank you so much, Favor, for sharing your feedback. I'm sure you're going to get the first 2 points. I'm going to tell you, but I'll take 1 or 2 people. Let me see if they are going to be able to still pick out the first and second point for you if you're following closely. So yes, we're still taking feedback, how this message has impacted you. You'd share with us. Elvis, if you're there.
Thank you so much, Mr. President. Of course, I've always known you to be a motivation. There's this word that has been guiding me all through my life. They say experience, mistakes increases experience, and experiences reduces mistake. So I believe this whole segment has transformed me tremendously to becoming a better person. And the old me, I used to be someone who I love friendship. I love the ability of people coming together, for us to create idea. And I noticed that I give more to my relationship. I give more to friendship than getting more from them, or it should be something that should be unanimously or collectively. Now, I had to relegate myself, try as much as possible to leave that comfort zone, get the knowledge that I needed. And today, I'm proud, moving forward, that I've been able to, get the personality, that personality in me that I've always dreamed to have. And I believe by God's grace, I will definitely achieve a lot. And through this, help create that energy that will help transform our local society, Africa, and the world at large. Thank you, my president, for being my motivation. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much, Elvis, for sharing. That was an amazing feedback. Let me quickly say that for people like Fable that join in late, and maybe probably the message had already gone halfway before you join in, because it's critical not just for you to pick out the points, but to listen all over again. So it's this message or this session is currently live on YouTube. We are going to share you the link, the YouTube link, so that you can go back and revisit this session. It's important to listen to it all over again, because it's not just to pick out the points and then there's just this feeling it gives you to say, oh wow. So the link is going to be dropped in chat box for everybody. You can go back to YouTube to revisit it and listen all over again, and it's just going to be beautiful altogether. So thank you so much. I'm going to give Adeosun a minute so that he can share with us.
All right, thank you very much, NSC. I hope I'm audible enough.
Yeah, you're clear.
All right, thank you very much. And in respect to Favor's question, the first one is let go of your past, and the second one is take full advantage, and the third one, to attract your dream future. So what would be my take home today would be, Mr. President, I just finished the course on my spirituality life, and it was awesome. It was like I went to drop the whole baggage, and when I saw the topic, I said, okay, now this is for you really, because it's just the new me. That was what I just personalized the topic, and what I got from it is you said apologize to your new self to embarrass your old self, but sometimes we struggle because the new self has pride, and I've been struggling with that, and with that I think there's a lot of apology to be done after this meeting. So thank you very much, Mr. President, for your word always, and thank you.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much, Adeosun, for sharing. Let me announce again that we're taking feedback. If there's any way this has impacted you, you should please raise your hand. Adeosun. All right, so moving on, I think I see Yahaya's hand up. Yahaya, if you're there, I've asked you to unmute.
I do what I want to do.
Good evening.
Good evening.
Okay,
I think you're there's a background. If it's possible to move away from the place so that we can hear you clearly, there's a background noise from your hand. Okay, while Yaya is trying to settle in, let me see. Manti, are you there? Okay, let me take Njoku Samuel. I'm not seeing your video, but I know I can see your hands up. So I've asked you to unmute.
Hello, good evening. Good evening, Mr. President. Good evening, everyone. I hope I'm audible enough.
Yes, you are.
Okay. Wow. This is the first time I'm joining the AYF meeting, and in as much as I didn't join on time, but the little time I joined up, I was so richly blessed. Especially the last words of Mr. President. It said something that hit me hard, and it's quite interesting. He said that the destiny you pray about, the destiny you faith about, is actually that destiny you believe in or you walk towards. It struck me hard because this side of the world, I'm actually talking from Nigeria, speaking from Nigeria, Lagos, Nigeria. Christianity here somehow we've been made to believe that everything is all about prayer. You pray everything, and that there is a destiny somewhere that God has designed for you. But I've come to realize that from what Mr. President said, it is actually that decision, that change you have decided to make, that decision you have decided to take and to work towards, that is actually the destiny you will have. So that touched me, and I'm so grateful for that. And
Thank you so much, Samuel. Thank you for sharing. Yes, it's been amazing, to be honest. So many feedbacks, amazing feedbacks altogether. Let me quickly hear from you Adere. I hope that's the name. You Adere. I've asked you to unmute.
You're very correct, ma'am. Thank you.
Oh,
good evening.
Great, beautiful. Good evening.
Okay. Good evening, everybody. Okay, but for the very first time, I'm no longer seeing our president as a president, but as a pastor now, possibly. But was actually reaching out, like it's kind of knows what's happening and is trying to reach out to you. Thank you so much, sir.
Yeah, thank you. Well, can you put on your video? Sorry to interrupt, so that I can see your. I think your video is on. Oh, we can see. Is it possible? Oh, great, beautiful.
Can you see me now? All right.
Yes,
Thank
I can
you.
see you.
Okay, so one word that I'll be going with, like he said your new you will not be so easy. It will not be easy. And that's what I'm going out with, that okay, I will have to take deliberate steps to being the real me. Because most times we know what to do, but then we just see ourselves lapsing back, doing that which is convenient. And he said another thing. He said, if you want a rosy future, if you want that bright future, then the current or prevalent things around you could look hard. So at times we may need to really go hard on ourselves at times to get to where we need to go. Okay, maybe you used to sleep for 6 hours, we need to be sleeping for 4 hours to be able to get to where you need to go. That is okay for me. Another thing he said, don't talk yourself down. Okay, maybe you're even late and the traffic is serious and you're like, I'm going to miss this meeting. We should be looking out, okay, what's the way forward? How do I get there? So I think I've been blessed. Thanks so much.
True. Thank you so much for sharing. Thank you so much. That's, powerful words, powerful words. Don't talk yourself down in any way. Mary, if you're there, I've asked you to unmute your mic. Okay, I'm not sure Mary is there. Idris Abdul Salam.
Okay. Please, can you hear me?
I can hear you, but I can't see you. If you're
Yes, I'm
trying
very
to.
sorry. This place is kind of dark. I'm very sorry about that.
I get it.
Yeah. So, good evening, everyone, and thanks for the privilege of speaking. Actually, this is my first time of joining.
Oh, great. You're welcome.
It is the aspect of what you say to yourself, which I terms as affirmation. Like, what are you affirming to yourself?
And I think that affirmation, based on what was we were taught this evening, is that affirmation can actually lead to you having more confidence in yourself. And that can make you take the step whereby the president said you can actually make a bold step of going to your boss, going to a CEO, and tell them, okay, I want to have a share in what you are doing. I want to partner in this vision. What you think of yourself will make you make that or take that step. So if you are kind of someone that you talk less about yourself, you talk down on yourself, you can never make a bold decision or take a bold step, doing something great for yourself until you see yourself in that kind of person. Like, you are not seeing yourself as who you are presently. You are already seeing yourself in the future. You are already seeing yourself as someone you really want to be when you are not even be that kind of person. So that will make you take the bold step towards that future and achieve what you really want to achieve. So that affirmation is really, it's something that actually stuck my mind from what our president discussed with us, and I really appreciate for that. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much for sharing, Idris. Yes, thank you. Words of affirmation, they're powerful, they're powerful. Francis from Liberia, I've asked you to unmute your mic. Let's have you.
Okay. All right, thank you all so much. I'm Francis FM Asen from Liberia, and today's lessons were very unique. I want to appreciate Mr. President and good evening to everyone. One of the things I take was the issue of let go in your past. One of the things that really been disturbing me from past time, due to some challenges that I went through and some things I've encountered. And other things again is to focus on the future. The future is, since I became part of A.Y.E, at least my futures have been directed in positive directions. And I'm so much humbled and privileged to continue. And I've become a new you since I became part of this family. And I'm so much grateful. Thank you all so much.
Thank you so much, Francis. Thank you for sharing. Amazing. Let me quickly take Aisha. Aisha, if you're there. Okay, great.
Yes, I'm here. The place I am is dark. I'm on transit.
Oh, all right. You can go ahead, please.
Hello, everyone. Mr. President, good evening. Thank you. I always said you are what's it called, guardian angel. And I usually said, whenever I know I'm fumbling, the president will speak to me somehow, and I'll get myself into doing my work back again. Thank you so much. This was keep giving me strength to go on, even at a point that I'm losing out. So whenever I'm losing out, and I had one or two of your words. Thank you so much, Mr. President. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Aisha. Yes, thank you for sharing. At times you just need those words to just get us back again on track. Mary, I've asked you to unmute your mic. Yes.
Good evening, everyone.
Good evening.
Good evening, Mr. President. Thank you so much for your words of wisdom tonight. It really hit home. I think one thing I learned, or one thing that I'm definitely holding on to, was when he said that the old self was there so that we can make mistakes and then learn from it. And so if we don't learn from it, if we don't do better, we are basically bad investments. So the mistakes I've made in the past, the errors that I've made, and shouldn't basically weigh me down and prevent me from moving forward into that new person. But instead, I'm supposed to learn from it. I'm supposed to do better. If I have to read more books, I should read more books. If I have to learn more, I should learn more. So basically, those experiences are not a waste. Those mistakes, those things that we see as bad experiences are not actually bad experiences. They're just there for us to learn more and do better. Thank you so much.
Yes. Yeah, amazing. Thank you so much for that feedback. We learn, we keep learning from our mistakes, our experiences, and all of that. Let me quickly take Frank. I know everybody, very many people wants to share. Frank, I've asked you to unmute your mic. If you're there, please share with us.
Okay, hello, can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you now.
Good evening.
Good evening.
Yeah, well, I just have little to share because it's a pleasure joining a network of entrepreneurs and leaders trying to make a change in Africa. And I'm seeing the network growing bigger every day because I used to watch A.Y.E from DSTV when there were other young people standing to really stand up to defend their startup project. And I was like, how will I find myself in this team? And this network, especially for this Zoom meeting, when I saw the link and I decided, no, this is a very good opportunity. So every weekend is a target for me, and it's a meeting that I've never, except where I'm very far within the field and trying to see how I can connect. You know, I'm in Nigeria though. I'm just sharing from Nigeria, you know, the system. But I first of all started with Nigerian Prison Service. I joined Nigerian Prison Service as a reformer looking at objective of rehabilitation and integration. And I also look at skills that are being applied for young people to come back to the community. And I asked myself, if I'm joining people to reform people to come back to the community, I need to set up structure to also help them. So that was, I also registered my organization. But registering an organization, I need to sustain it. That was another target. And that calls for social entrepreneurship, building skills to having income generating activity to contributing to the chain. And within this, I'm already farming. I have a farm up to 3 to 5 hectares.
Mr. Frank.
Yeah, and also into fish farming. So the lesson, everyday lesson that I get from here, I go back and ask myself, where have I been all this while? So thank God, and I want to still connect, and I encourage. I have a training for change group on WhatsApp where I post opportunity for young people. So, and I've posted about this program, and I see that yes, other persons have joined. So, and I'm looking forward to learning more and see how we can be part of that change. I'm very, very happy, and I thank God for this opportunity. I won't lie to you. Thank you very much. God bless.
Thank you so much. Thank you for sharing. Thank you for sharing. It's amazing to hear that the community is blessing a lot of people, blessing a lot of lives. And that's one thing that we do not want to compromise on in any way at all. We're going to be taking Martins. If you're there, I've asked you to unmute your mic. I think after Martins, we have Bashir, and that will be all for tonight.
Good evening, Mr. President, and good evening, NSC.
Good evening.
Can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you. Please go ahead.
Okay. Yes, this is my first time in the assembly. And what I took from the president's admonition today is in Africa, there are great opportunities. The great opportunities abound in that some of us become leaders. There are so many people that are timid, that don't want to speak up. But there are great opportunities for us to come out, be the new person, and become great leaders. He said that there's a big vacuum of leadership, both in the private sector and even in governance. And that touched me. It touched me to my bone marrow. And so I want to just thank Mr. President and thank the A.Y.E community for this great opportunity to be motivated. It has been within me to speak up, to think about change, to think about new opportunities, to say the truth. But this is a platform that I have found out that I have people with like minds, people that can motivate me to the new person I want to become. I just want to thank you very much. And that is also leading me to what he just concluded with, that the destiny which I desire is the decision that I make. And I will continue to make that decision to join the assembly, to be a better me, to be a new me. Thank you very much.
Amazing. Thank you so much for sharing. Thank you so much for sharing, Mr. Martin. Beautiful feedback and beautiful takeaways all together. I think we have one last hand up. Abdul Basit. I've asked you to unmute. Please share with us.
Good evening, everyone.
Good evening.
This is my first time of attending the meeting.
Amazing.
Good evening, Mr. President, and good evening, everyone, once again. I must appreciate the spark that, yes, I was here this night, because Mr. President really speak a lot. He speak about me, myself. So now I found the real me, not the old me again. So I believe by now I would work towards the real me. I really appreciate the meeting. I appreciate everyone. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much. Thank you for sharing. I think it's done. Thank you so much. So it's been great feedbacks altogether from today's session. To be honest, it's been great feedback. That's how we get to enjoy it every Saturday like that. And it's been words like we're drawing from the wealth of wisdom from Mr. President. We've never ever been disappointed in any way. Thank you so much, Mr. President, for sharing. And I'm glad that we had a number of, this is my first time coming. I'm sure that by next week when you're coming, you're definitely going to bring somebody into this room also. In fact, let me see if you're going to invite somebody by next week. Can I see your hands up? Because to be honest, we don't want to be selfish with the amazing thing going on here. Yes, please raise your hand. Let me see if you're going to invite somebody, if you're going to share the link, if you're going to ensure that somebody comes into this space with you. I can see Elvis saying that, yes, by all means. Definitely, that's going to happen. Yes, I can see Frank also trying to throw his hand there. I can see Lydia's hands up. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Please ensure that you're inviting people. Yes, I can see the adorable one. Yes, thank you so much for joining. And I'm sure that you're going to invite many more people by next week. We're going to definitely, this house is going to be full, because what we take away from here that pushes us, in life is a lot. We eat a lot from here, and it just forges us ahead in life. So thank you so much for indicating that you will share the link and that you're going to invite people, tell somebody about the weekly assembly. And by next week, we hope to see more new faces in this room, entrepreneurs, young people, Africans. Let them just come into this space and it will be great. So next week is another beautiful time in this room. So we're just about closing now. And before I get to read out my closing announcement, I'm going to be inviting. However, I don't want you to go because we're going to have a short time to still dance. So please wait till the very end. We have a time where we get to spotlight you, we dance, so don't leave yet. Ensure that we are done when we get to dance until we want to close the room before you leave. Don't leave yet, but we're about closing now. However, I'm going to invite Mr. President. He has a very important announcement for us, and I'll allow him to take that very quickly. Thank you, Mr. President. You can take over.
Thank you so much, NSC. Thank you to everyone that has given feedback. I'm happy when people talk, because this is a platform where we bring in young leaders, and many people don't talk in their space. And when they get to the space of A.Y.E, I always let them. I always encourage us to allow them talk, because some people are not even speaking in their marriages, in their friendship. their companies. But when they get to this platform, this is where they want to talk. And I love it. I love CP Cloutier. CP Cloutier, the lady. Have you spoken? I saw your hand was raised, or did you admit bring your hand down? Let me unmute you. Let me CP Cloutier, you can unmute your mic. Yes. Have you spoken already?
No. I'm not. Good evening, Mr. President. I appreciate the opportunity given to me. This is my first time joining this great shade journey. I've learned a lot. Because as a fashion designer and coming to this group, I know I'm going to gain a lot. And your last teaching, because I came in, my network was breaking. So what you said, I'm going to take it and use it to be the new me. Because the new me, if I don't be who I want to be, I will still stay in my old me. So thank you for bringing those words and I'm moving forward. I've moved. Is going to bring so.
Thank you so much. Oh my God, she's moving forward. She has moved. And I am so happy to hear when she said, I have moved. And I'm glad that if not every one of us, we met the new us. I'm glad that introduction happened, and I'm so excited about that. And as you remember, we spoke about the fact that there is a day at the end of the meeting, the last person in the room will just give the person something so that people will learn to wait.
You're right.
African entrepreneurs, they don't have that patience. So remind me, let's arrange something with the management. The last person in the room that stays to that 5-minute networking session, we just dish out a surprise gift so that people don't be jumping and jumping. What are my announcements? Yeah, number one was to talk about people to speak up, and we enjoy giving you that platform to speak, not because we want to hear from you, but because we want you to practice your voice. Yes, this is your platform to practice your voice, because you're going to stand before nations, you're going to stand before corporates, large corporations, and you address them. But even before your citizens, your countrymen, your community. So this is a place where you can practice. We like that. So please, if you've been quiet in the room, please don't do that henceforth. Talk more. Talk more. The August market. I want to remind us that is the time we'll come and sell. I saw Frank speaking about his business. I remember Elvis did the same. That's what August is for. The entire August is to sell. If you have not been practicing your voice that much, you must talk. Data. Think about this like you were going for an event and you bought what? $2 as your transport money. That's what you're using to buy data. So when you come into the room, buy enough data so you don't get kicked out, and you can be able to pitch your businesses, pitch for partnership, pitch to sell to one another. And because we're still getting a lot of members to use Zoom, some people don't know how to use it. Assist people. You want to sell to a room filled with people. I said this before. You go to church, you go to mosque, you are looking for opportunity to pitch your business there. That's not what the religious home is for. It's for you to reference God and regard God. This is where you sell. So it's the people you bring that you will sell to at the end of the day. If I bring my 10, you bring your 10, we all bring our 10, we have thousands of people to sell to. This will be a loyal customer base you are building. So do not miss that. These are very important. And I liked when NEC asked who is putting their hands up. So admin, everybody that raised their hand, take note of their names. Next week, let's see if they fulfill their words. Very, very important. And I think I will do it again. This time it will be sure. So now if you're not sure, don't raise your hand. If you are bringing at least 2 people, raise your hand. Raise your hand with the action button. We take note of active members, people who are really doing it. Favor, I see your hands. I see your hands. Abdul, I see you. So raise your hand. We give you time so that the admin can take note of all these people. When we bring that community, in the August market, you have enough people to sell to. Your idea, your innovation, you need a partner, you need funding, whatever you want to do. There are more. I see a lot of hands. I see a lot of hands. Thank you very much. Wow, I see a lot of hands. If you are still waiting, raise your hand. Some of you, there's a reaction button. Click on that reaction button. You see where it says raise hand, so that admin can, yeah, that's nice. Admin can then register all those people, screenshot it, and we can follow up. More hands are still coming up. So it's very, very important. If you want to join the team of the assembly, you want to be a volunteer, also remember to drop in the comment section, I would like to be a volunteer. I would like to just drop it. I would like to be a volunteer. We will connect with you, and they have their meetings on Friday, 30 minutes a day before the assembly, so that we can then plan the assembly for the next day. At the same time, next week is going to be amazing. And remember to bring all the people you want to bring, your family, whatever, because next week we are speaking about a topic I titled, Do You Remember? Do you remember? When you remember some things, you'll be fine. I swear to God, you will be so fine. Don't miss it, because all you need is to remember some of these things. Do not miss it. Write that topic down. NSC, thank you so much for giving me this opportunity to make my announcement. You can make your closing announcement. Let us dance. Remember, when we are closing, that like 2-3-5 minutes is the time you can chat, ask your questions, connect to anybody, DM me directly if you want to, and let's connect. That's what that last 5 minutes is for. So that 5 minutes is very, very important. Wait till the end. NSC, over to you.
Thank you so much, Mr. President, for those announcements. Amazing. I mean, I will just read out some of the few ones I have here with me, and so that we can, close for the day. So, all right, you're welcome once more. And this is the A.Y.E Weekly Assembly. It holds every Saturday, 6 p.m. GMT +1. And so if you're joining in from other countries, other African countries, you can just put it on Google, 6 p.m. GMT +1. What time it is at your end, and so that you can join in. It's 7 p.m. in South Africa, of course, and then 5 p.m. in Ghana, 8 p.m. in Kenya. Just put in 6 p.m. GMT +1 and see what time is it on your end, so that you can join us. It has been an amazing time, to be honest, so far, and it will continue to be so. All right, so you can join the weekly assembly team as a volunteer. If you want to volunteer with us, please, there's going to be a number dropped in the chat box, so that you can send a WhatsApp message and volunteer to join, the back end team to work with us. If you're attending for the first time, I think for today we're going to have a first timers register, because I think many people join in with the link. So the link for the register is going to be dropped in the chat box. If this is your first time, please ensure that you fill in the register, so that we can communicate with you subsequently. It's important that you do that. Please let the link be dropped, so that people just joining us can feel that. We have rooms on Clubhouse every Wednesday. So please join the A.Y.E Clubhouse. If you do not have the app Clubhouse, you can download it on Play Store, and you can join us. Just look for Africa's Young Entrepreneurs, and you can join us every Wednesday of the month. We have programs on Clubhouse. I mean, amazing program, from Avest Africa to Entrepreneurs Hangouts to Entrepreneurs Manager. Beautiful conversations. You should join in, and this Wednesday will be another one. Okay, so we have TNM meetings every Tuesday. TNM is the meeting for our cooperative. We have an e-cooperative, ETF. If you are a member, do not forget to join in TNM meeting on Tuesday, 7 p.m. GMT +1. Please remind other members also. To know more about the e-cooperative, please log on to our website, www.etrustfund.org. And you can read more about the cooperative, so that you can be a part of the community also. Please follow A.Y.E organization across all our social media platforms on Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, LinkedIn. Please ensure that you follow us across all platforms, so that you can be carried along with all of our activities, programs, projects, and everything that is going to be coming up from here after now. Please follow us. Finally, if you also love what we do, you can donate to this good work, donate to this good cause. So if you get to visit the website, www.A.Y.E organization, you can read more about the organization, you can support, you can volunteer, you can do anything at all. So you can visit the site also for more information. Like I said earlier, do not leave yet. All the links have been posted in the chat box. Copy them and use them, And if you're also joining, don't forget to fill in the register. All right, so the chat box is also going to be opened for networking, connecting, reach out to someone, chat up with someone just before we go. And then there's going to be a time to just dance and connect together and have spotlights on, just an interesting moment all together just before we go. Okay, so it's time for our closing mantra. We get to chant our mantra. I skipped a particular announcement. I wanted to remind you about the billionaires tomorrow. I know that I said it last week, but I'll remind you again that we have recently partnered with Billionaire Tomorrow. It's a Pan-Africa media, data, and technology organization providing top quality media engagement for entrepreneurs across the continent. So, of course, if you are a part of it, you have the opportunity to win up to $10,000 sponsorship from Billionaire Tomorrow, and of course, advertising opportunity in the Billionaires Tomorrow magazine. You can feature on the Risk and Glory Masterclass. You have complimentary access to all Billionaires Tomorrow talks, and Risk and Glory Masterclasses. So it's important. The link is also going to be dropped. It's important for you to participate. You never can tell, you might be the lucky winner and you might just, have access to more, definitely network and connect. So yes, I can see it already in the chat box. More information about that is being dropped. You can copy the link, register and participate. Also, we'll communicate further to you in your mails or through your mails, any other information. So thank you so much for staying up to this time. We are going to be having our closing mantra now, just before we get to go. So you can unmute, maybe not exactly unmute your mic, but you can chant it wherever you are. For people joining in for the first time, I'm just going to say what our mantra is. We usually chorus when I say that if you can achieve this much alone, then you respond to say, how much more can we achieve together? Yes, because we believe in the power of unity, in the power of working together, in the power of connectivity. So that's our mantra. We say it every time that we gather together, and it has been amazing. So when I say, if you can achieve this much alone, you respond and you say, how much more can we achieve together? Are you ready? If you're on stage and your mic is open, you can please open it together. And then, yes, we have our symbol. We get to clamp our hands together this way. Yes, so you can clamp your hands together. You can put on your video. Let me see your beautiful face while you scream it out loud. Are we ready now? Unmute your mic if you can, and let's do this together. Africa's young entrepreneur, if you can achieve this much alone,
how much more can we achieve together?
How much more can we achieve together?
Yes, how much more can we achieve together? We can achieve a lot together. Thank you so much for joining. Let's enjoy the music and let's go into the chat box and make new friends all together. See you next week, 6 p.m. GMT+1. Do not be late.
I love my life, 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 I love my life. No, no, we don't know where tomorrow might bring, cause the future, the hours away. So me, I live my life today. Me, I live my life today. Yeah, so love me, make me talk what I want to talk. Me have enough to say. So me go live my life today. Me go live my life today. So everybody help me sing it out. Oh, oh, me love my life. Oh, oh, me love my life. Oh, oh, me love my life. So me, I live my life today. Oh, oh, me love my life. Oh, oh, me love my life. Oh, oh, me love my life. So me, I live my life today. Make a change, don't make nobody stress you. Don't make no blood pressure, make your life left you. Never you hurt a soul unless you have to defend yourself if them try to test you. Thank God for my life, yes. Me wake up this morning and alive, yes. Make them go and judge, nobody no perfect. And Father God alone bring brightness. If you don't like come and say, go find the Lord. Me not no time for the work, a time so hard. Them not mad me not gonna psycho ward. Or go join the morgue, enjoy my life for y'all. Few friends when me have were dear to me. Me not trust people so me choose them carefully. Them are not clean so them can't can't come near to me, can't compare to me. None of we don't know where tomorrow might bring, cause the future, the hours away. So me, I live my life today. Me, I live my life today. Yeah, so long me make me talk what I want to talk, me have enough to say. So me gonna live my life today. Me gonna live my life today. So everybody help me sing it out. Me love my life. Me love my life. Me love my life. So me I live my life today. Me love my
like you know, person wey no person, you know they give person. If you want no person, you no go first person. Yo. I know they sick, you won't give me medicine. I get money, oh, you won't help me spend my money. Allow me to enjoy myself. Allow me to enjoy myself. Allow me to enjoy myself. Allow me to enjoy. Allow me to enjoy myself. Allow me to enjoy myself. Allow me to enjoy myself. I love you, oh yeah. I'm a winner, I'm a winner. Just believe that I'm a winner. I said just believe. I'll never do it like you do it. Best believe I'ma do it, do it. Yeah, let me do it like I do it, how I do it. Allow me to enjoy myself. Allow me to enjoy myself. Allow me to enjoy myself. Allow me to enjoy. Allow me to enjoy myself. Allow me to enjoy myself. Allow me to enjoy myself. Yeah, 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 yeah. Oh my mama. Body that, oh my mama. If you know what make you happy, something go do you. Something go do you. Yeah. Water go shock you. Thunder go yam on you. Something go do you. Something go do you. Water go shock you. Something go do you.
Big Smoke, stop.
It's Blaze on the beat, baby.
Allow me to enjoy myself. Allow me to enjoy myself. Allow me to enjoy myself. Allow me to enjoy. Allow me to enjoy myself.
More music at waploaded.com.
You don't love them, Maggie.
Oh yeah now.
You don't love them, Maggie.
Ẹbí mi kọ́ pé mo lówó. No be my power, say I buy house yo. Ẹbí mi kọ́ pé mo lọ́lá o. Olúwa ló fún mi lọ́mọ o. Na Jehovah dey bless me oh. Make you no hate me. I no get your time oh. Na Baba God dey bless me oh. Make you no hate me. I no get your time oh. Oh na 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 na. Mo ga ju ayé lọ o. Ẹ ò lè rí mi mú. Ẹ̀yin kọ́ lọ́lọ́run mi. Ẹyẹ ń ṣe tèmi à. I'm higher than the world. Don't go get me o. Ẹ̀yin kọ́ lẹ́lẹ́dàá mi. Ẹyẹ ń ṣe tèmi à. Make I live my life. Instead, make you dey pray. You dey carry my gifts around o. Instead, make you dey walk yo. You dey carry my matter around o. Na Jehovah dey bless me o. Make you no dey hate me o. I no get your time o. Olúwa dey bless me o. Make you no dey hate me o. I no get your time o. Oh na 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 na. Mo ga ju ayé lọ o. Ẹ ò lè rí mi mú. Ẹ̀yin kọ́ lọ́lọ́run mi. Ẹyẹ ń ṣe tèmi à. I'm higher than the world. Don't go get me o. Ẹ̀yin kọ́ lẹ́lẹ́dàá mi. Ẹyẹ ń ṣe tèmi à. Make I live my life. baby, yeah. My blessing they vex me, oh. So just push it, you walk all over me, oh. Change baby, oh. Make I live my life, ẹ ò lè rí mi mú. Mo ti bẹ ẹlẹ́dàá mi, oh. Kó má tọ́ mi, oh. Mo lọ́jú yín lọ, oh. Ẹ ò lè rí mi mú. Ẹ̀yin kọ́ lọ́lọ́run. Ẹ jẹ́ ṣe baby, yeah. Make I live my life.